Hello.
Hi.
Guess what tonight is?
Where are you?
Are you going to sing it? Do you even know the song, Ladies' Night by Kool The Gang?
No. Is that what the caption was? You put like a very long caption. I was like, what was the point of that?
Child, I'm going to make you listen to some Kool The Gang.
First off, child. Second. No.
I can't play it while we're on YouTube,
obviously.
but I will have to make you listen to it afterwards.
Okay.
You ever heard the song Celebrate Good Times? Come on. They sing that song too.
Good for them.
So, we're not going to talk about this week, but I had a wonderful mother-daughter weekend.
You can just give a synopsis.
Well,
Did I do a good job?
Hannah did a great job.
Thank you. Do you know this lady asked me, she said, are we going skydiving? Are we going to go on go-karts? And I said, lady, let me take full control of it. And I did things that she enjoyed.
It was very fun.
Yes.
I put it all out on Instagram and Facebook as we were doing it. So
we went to the Botanical Gardens. We went to Krog Street Market. We had lunch with Meg, who will be with us later.
You just gave away one of our mystery guests.
Oopsie, my bad. Surprise!
Meg, our mystery guest.
I thought it was pre-announced. Oopsie. My bad. Sorry, man.
The caption says something about mystery guest.
Obviously, I was not the one who set this up.
No, she doesn't set things up. But go ahead.
I set up itineraries. We did glass blowing, and we actually got our stuff because it had to be cured for 2 days.
I should have brought it up here. Oh well. No, we don't have time for that. We got ladies' night.
Okay.
We'll talk about it next week.
And then I took her to. She loves the Real Housewives of Atlanta, so I took her to Candy's steakhouse, which is called Blaze Steakhouse on Sunday. I did a good job. Thank you.
You did a great job.
Thank you.
All right. So tonight we really want to jump in and enjoy ladies' night with some awesome mystery lady creators.
You should have put that in bed.
It's right there.
You should have bolted that and put that in bed.
I feel like I'm dealing with my mother sometimes with you.
First off, Mimi's a hoot.
So we're going to
people come to our channel.
And Mimi is not a mystery guest.
People come to our channel for Mimi, okay?
Maybe she should join us for ladies' night one
Okay,
night.
you want me to go?
No. So we'll be introducing our mystery lady shortly.
Surprise.
But let's recognize our moderators. We have Anthony Simone, JNN Travels, Rayleigh Creative Travel, MGM Family Travel, Adventures of Dave and Aaron, Fisher Fun Ventures, No Maps Needed Travel, Lovey's Fat Life, and Fordman, a.k.a. Kenneth Oates, and Meg, our mystery guest. One of them. So, but first, let's go ahead and introduce our amazing mystery ladies to you, and then we will say hello to everyone in the chat.
Oh, that's your big build-up? That's your big build-up?
Well, you go ahead. I've got an intro for each one of them. Would you like me to start? You're not judging. You're judging me too much.
Hold on. I need to know which order it's in.
We're going to have Meg first, since you've already given that one out.
Okay.
Would you like to do it?
No. Yeah. Do you know how to read this like this?
Go ahead, Hannah.
Okay.
Hannah's going to introduce our mystery guest.
I'm going to do my pageant narrator voice.
Oh, no. Go on.
This lady has many roles: friend, creator, awesome moderator, and last weekend, our lunch buddy. From Atlanta, Georgia, let's welcome Meg.
Meg, yay.
Hello.
Hey, Meg.
Hey, guys.
My bad.
I'm glad you. Okay, the rest are mysteries.
Read it
until you read it. Go ahead.
You ready for it?
Yep.
All right, here's my pageant. You ready? This is how I used to MC pageants. This is how it was. These two ladies remind us a lot of ourselves. We love watching this mother-daughter together along with this dude named Greg. And they just celebrated reaching the 1,000 subscriber milestone. From Cairo, Georgia, let's welcome Felicia and Kara.
Yay! Hello.
Hi. All right, and we got one more.
Yeah, one more.
And finally, we have an amazing lady from far, far away. You might even say she is from down under. From Melbourne, Australia, let's welcome the amazing Alana.
Hi, good morning.
There you go. That's my pageant.
You did so good.
That's my pageant voice. Duh, it's good.
It did sound like a pageant voice.
Yeah. You will never hear it again.
But I do have videos I can put up. I think I will have to do that one day.
That sounds good.
So how are y'all doing? Everybody doing well?
Good.
Very well, very well.
We're doing real good, huh?
Alana, what time is it for you?
It is just 5 minutes out. Oh, it's John in from JNN. John, time check, 9:05 a.m. Friday morning. Morning coffee.
Well, thank you for joining us so early on Friday
Thank
morning.
you. No problem. As I said, I've been up all night for the trial.
She's already on Friday. I wish I was already
Hey,
on
Meg.
Friday.
Where's ours?
You don't want to be here with me on Thursday?
I know, but I'm just saying my work week.
You want it to already be Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're close to the weekend.
Yeah. I just wanted to be the end of the week.
So let's go ahead and say hi to everyone in the chat. And you all, if you have any questions for these lovely ladies, please put the word question and the question in the chat. And if you're a creator, put hashtag creator in chat, and Hannah will highlight all the creators and or supporters also. So let's go ahead and say hi to everybody. Hey, Anthony. Good to see you.
I was wondering why she was commenting in the chat. And then I remembered she's a mystery guest.
Yeah, they would question why she wasn't in the chat. And we have Lovey's Fat Life. And Lovey's Fat Life, after us at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, is going to have Dudes Night.
They should call it Dudes Day.
Oh,
Dudes Day.
Dudes Night. They have some mystery dudes. And then there's Billy J Travels. The captain is here.
The captain is here for the ladies. I mean, ladies' night. That's what it is.
Look at there. There's SET Adventures. I imagine that would be Greg. Since we have Felicia with us. Hello, Holly. Good to see you. And Fisher Fun Ventures. Hello. One of our moderators, too.
If it is Greg, he said this is going to be an interesting evening.
This is going to be an interesting evening. Who do you think is going to be the most interesting guest? Greg.
Meg.
Hello, Beach, please. Good to see you. And JP Travel Adventures. Hey, Janice. And CME Traveling. Oh, yes, this ladies' night.
Kurt. Old Curtis.
Curtis.
First off, I just don't know that song. I can whoop anybody in old school music trivia.
She will know it by the end of the night, I promise, Billy J.
I'm working on it. Oh, no.
Yes, I've got that song in my head, Ladies' Night.
She got the song.
Hey, Paul. He's driving and listening. Be careful, Paul.
Did we say hey to CME?
Yes, that was Kurt.
Mm-hmm.
Or Marsha, one of them. And Betsy, looks like a great time. Betsy, we will have some more in the future, so we know that we would love to have you also as a Mr. Guest. Hey, Mary Ellen Dillon. Good to see you. And Darlene, hello. Welcome to Ladies' Night.
Welcome to the chaos.
Welcome to the fun chaos.
Working on it. There we go.
Hey, Carla. Good to see you. MGM Family Travel. Hello. And they gave us a shout out the other night about our Ladies' Night. We appreciate that. And they also reached their two-year anniversary.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
What?
My eyes. I can't blink.
Hey, Josie J. Good to see you.
Hi.
I was wondering if your boyfriend was going to be here.
Oh,
He's going to enjoy this.
he said, "Who's this Meg person?"
Who is this Meg person?
And that's Blaine.
Hey, Blaine, good to see you.
It just skipped on me.
Oh, no. Lots of comments going on.
I promise I'm getting there.
Okay.
But go ahead.
Lovey's Fat Life said they had guests. They're like doing 30 minutes of some of the dudes, and then some of the dudes are coming on. They must have lots of guests. Hey, Redley 69, good to see you.
I'm almost there.
You're almost there.
Oh, we got a question.
Got a question. Kara, are you getting nervous for the wedding? Is your question.
Sorry, our light about fell. No.
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 You look very calm for someone that has a wedding next month.
Let me tell you, if I had a wedding
She
next
ain't doing
month,
nothing. Yeah, as Mom said, I'm not doing anything. She's just gonna show up. If somebody could just plan the entire thing and all I have to do is show up,
here's the thing.
I would even be okay if somebody just bought the dress for me and just told me to get
Trust
in it.
me.
Do you have your dress?
No.
Kara.
Just elope. That's the easiest.
That's the
Kara, are you always as laid back?
No. But yes.
The word is actually indecisive.
Oh.
Let me tell you,
We
if
can't
my
make a
wedding-
decision.
If my wedding was next month, I would just be like this the entire time and not because of her, but because of my aunt and my grandma.
She have a lot of chiefs planning it together.
Because like the thing is that they've already said, well, we want you to have it here. We want. The thing is that I know that they're going to have at least a guest list of 20 each to invite my wedding. I'm going to be like, oh my god,
Hannah will be at her wedding going, who are these people?
who are you?
Hey, Eric B, good to see you. And the Traveling Gilberts. Hello, hello. We had them on last week, and that was a lot of fun.
It says, when's the wedding and how does Kara like her own place?
Kara?
The wedding is June 25th, and so far the place is nice. I like having my own space, but I think they miss me.
No.
She just said,
Did she say,
All right, we're good. We're good.
Of course
Yeah.
we miss you.
I've already turned my whole bedroom over. We're sitting in my old room right now.
It's the studio now. That's a good idea. We could have done that with your old room.
You have a bed in there.
No, there's no bed in your old room.
What'd you do with it? You said, is that the one you put on the side of the road?
No, I gave it to a lady in the neighborhood.
You put it on the side of the road.
No, I didn't.
You said free good, too good home.
I did not. I put it in the Facebook page.
I did not.
I didn't put it on the side of the road. And I gave you the mattress chick. Are you
Good.
finished?
Yeah, I'm just putting up hashtags. Go ahead.
Okay. So, ladies, are y'all ready for some questions?
Yes, ma'am.
The first thing I want to know.
She said, oh, yeah.
So, the first thing I want to know is tell everyone where you're from, which we kind of gave that away with everybody, but y'all can tell again, and your channel's name, and tell them what your channel is about.
Mhm.
So, whoever wants to jump in first.
It's you.
Me.
No, I'll go for it.
SCT?
We are SCT Adventures. We are 2/3 of our group. And the more personable one is in the living room. We're just for show.
They're the beauty behind everything.
And we're from a little town in South Georgia.
Cairo, Georgia.
I almost said Cairo.
Why you look at me? It's like I didn't
Is
answer
it
good
Cairo or
enough.
Cairo?
It's Cairo.
Is it Cairo or Cairo?
Cairo.
Cairo.
See, I
Like
remember.
the syrup.
I know.
Like Caro syrup, yeah.
The thing is, I knew it wasn't that because I looked at it. I was about to say, oh, I know it's not Cairo.
It's just
I
Georgia.
guessed something. I was like, I know it's not that.
All right, Alana, tell us about your channel, of course, where you're from.
Hi, I'm Ilana, one half of the Down Under Cruisers. We're from Melbourne, Australia. We started our channel, well, should I say, Sean started the channel, just at the start of the pandemic. And the idea is to promote Australia and our cousins across the ditch, our Kiwi cousins, as we call them, brothers from other mothers, and to encourage people to come on down and see our beautiful countries and do a bit of cruising around here and, get to know us and our Aussie lingo and all about our beautiful country.
I have a question though. I'm like obsessed. Like, do you guys have I feel like you do. Is it on like public television, Bondi Beach Rescue or Bondi Rescue? I love that show.
Well, yeah, it is actually a fabulous beach. I've got a beautiful photo of Bondi Beach. It is a fabulous beach. Yes, and all beaches have rescue surf lifesavers. And, sure is on TV.
I'm so
You need to come, Hannah, and visit the beaches here and check out our budgie smuggling lifesavers.
Oh yes, but when is blue bottle season? Because I don't want to visit during that. I don't do well with like stings.
Blue bottle.
Oh
season.
yeah, okay. You have to check. Yeah, we do have a few dangerous things in the water. You just have to check in the right season.
All right,
But
Meg.
Janice was asking, are they kangaroos behind me? Yes, they are. It's just outside our window. Mm.
We have a question real quick though.
Okay.
Down Under have any cruise plan? Like, is there any cruise plan?
Yes, we're coming down to Florida in September, end of September, October. We've got a group cruise happening. We're with Us and More, our partner channel, and we're having a lovely group of people. Many of them are in the chat right now, which is very exciting. We're going to the Caribbean. Then on the Carnival Horizon, it's our first time in the States together, Sean and I. It's our first time on a Carnival cruise. So we're very excited, and we're going to be meeting heaps and heaps of people. And we have a cruise. We are planning a cruise, an Aussie cruise. We want you all to come, as many people, a group cruise over New Year in December 24, 25, because we want people to come and see the Sydney fireworks for New Year's Eve. And then we'll sail out of Sydney Harbour. Fiji, Vanuatu, New Caledonia sounds nice, South Pacific, or New Zealand, or up the coast to the Great Barrier Reef.
Vanuatu, we can see a volcano about to erupt. Like that volcano can go anytime.
Okay, Meg.
Hi, I'm Meg.
That.
I make videos of me walking through places, and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
Hot Atlanta. I bet it's hot Atlanta today.
It is 90. Well, it was 93 degrees today. So
I think it's hotter here. It was 97
Oh,
here.
stop showing off. Winter now here.
Winter. Nice.
Lovely.
I miss
Hi.
winter already.
Hi, Kenny.
Hey, Kenny.
Hey, Kenny.
All right. So let's get into some interesting questions about you all. What is an interesting fact about you that many people do not know?
Oh, goodness.
You want Hannah to answer first?
Oh, I need to look at my acronyms. Hold on.
Drug abuse resistance education.
No, I'm looking at the Okay, I got one. All right. So I thought that's what it was. Okay. So when I was in high school, I represented South Carolina for the drug abuse resistance education program. So one high schooler represented each state. And then for 2 years in a row, we would in November, we would go to the DEA, the Drug Enforcement Administration, to learn about what training they have to go through in order to become an officer in Quantico, Virginia. So I went 2 years in a row.
And you're not a DEA officer.
I'm not a DEA officer, but I've shot a gun there.
Quantico.
In Quantico, Virginia. I always say, I've been to the DEA Academy in Quantico, Virginia, which is not a lie because I have been twice.
All right. Who would like to tell another interesting fact about themselves?
All right,
I'll
Meg.
go.
Come on, Meg.
Now I feel like you guys know too much about me, probably. I was going to say that my degree is in German, but I think by now all of you know that.
Didn't know that.
No.
Okay, that's the one I'm gonna go with then. I lived in Germany for a year through the Congress Bundestag program. So the two Congress bodies of the nations met up and sponsor certain people to go live there for a year.
That's cool. Very cool. I bet Darian knows that though, doesn't he?
Darren does know that.
All right. Who else would like to tell us an interesting fact about themselves?
All right, Mom, you're up.
Mine's not near what Hannah and Meg's.
You got this, Felicia.
You go.
I legit had to think back to like my high school days to think of something interesting. Apparently, I'm really boring now. So.
I mean, I don't know if everybody knows, but
Yeah.
I got my school paid for all through college, so we didn't have to pay
That's
for anything.
awesome.
It's amazing.
And are you, when you have a new teaching job, are you going back to your school you went to?
Mm-hmm. My elementary school.
That's so cool.
That's an interesting fact.
That is an interesting fact too. All right, Felicia.
She's like, I thought Kara would take it.
The only thing I wrote down was that this isn't my natural color hair.
No, you should tell when you started coloring your hair.
In my 20s.
You got color in your hair in your 20s.
I'm naturally gray.
You're not.
See, I would just keep it.
I would too.
I was excited.
She
for
actually
this.
has a really nice, like, silver gray color.
Yeah.
Like,
You know Rose at the end of Titanic when like she has this long, beautiful white hair. I cannot wait for that day.
that should have been my interesting fact. I've never seen Titanic in my life.
Oh my
No,
god.
no, I haven't either.
Well, you're a cruising channel, so you may not want to see that.
I haven't tried that, and I
Titanic.
don't. No spoiler alert, please.
Y'all
I want to know the ending.
It wasn't because of you were little and it had scenes.
It has a nudie.
All
All right, Ilana.
Oh gosh. I don't know whether. Well, I grew up in Fiji, Suva, Fiji, and I lived on a kibbutz in Israel for 3 years. Don't know if that's interesting. I do a very good kookaburra imitation. There you go.
Yes.
Now you have to
Oh,
do it.
Come for here. He has never wanted me to do it. Do you want me to do a kookaburra imitation?
Please do.
You actually, do you know what a kookaburra sounds like, first of all?
I do. It
Oh,
sounds
good.
as well.
Okay, I'm
It
next with the
sounds like
microphone.
something monkeys would sound like.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. It's a bit early in the morning.
That was
That's really
awesome.
good.
That was really good.
That's what they sound like.
I'm so impressed. We might have to put that as a recording for something.
Didn't blow anyone's eardrums out.
I think my only interesting fact is not only Hannah competed in pageants, but I competed in pageants too.
Mimi competed in
And
pageants.
my mother, Mimi, competed in pageants. She was Miss Newberry, South Carolina.
So we're 3 generations of pageant.
But I did something Hannah didn't do because I used to be really tiny. I competed in swimsuit.
I'm about to point out, I was really tiny at one point. I just didn't want to compete in swimsuit.
But that was back in the day where you were one piece swimsuit.
Did you compete in talent?
Yes, I did.
Did you?
I did.
Did you
I
compete?
also was a dancer for 12 years.
See, I'm a singer.
so
My talent's singing.
the pageant thing is a family thing, I guess.
Yeah,
Hannah was more successful than the rest of us, though. She was Miss South Carolina for a system.
Okay,
Twice.
okay, we need to interview the other people.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Hold on.
Hi, Greg. There's a
He
Greg.
said, do you have a bucket list when it comes to travel?
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a question that refers to
Yeah, I
it?
kind of do. We're gonna but we're gonna get to that. But I do have. Y'all have bucket list for traveling?
Absolutely.
I do. I have some places that I definitely want to do.
Greece.
Yeah, I want to go to Greece for sure.
Hmm.
All right. So someone has gifted you $10,000 and it must be spent on a vacation. Where are you going and what are you going to do?
Okay, mine was easy.
Ooh.
I'm going to Japan, and I am staying in the Tokyo Disneyland Hotel, and I'm going to go to Disneyland and Disney Sea in Tokyo, and then Jarrell and I are going to spend the rest of the money in Tokyo doing whatever we can do
Until you run out of money.
until we run out of money.
Okay. Who's next?
Mine was just a cruise to Alaska.
That's a fun one.
I want to go to Tahiti desperately.
Tahiti.
Ooh.
Tahiti.
That would be nice. Very relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah or Meg?
I'll go. I'm gonna blow it all at one time and do a National Geographic cruise to the Galapagos Islands.
Nice. Oh, that's a good one too. Yeah.
You can see the the iguanas there. They swim in the ocean, and
You said what?
the iguanas they swim in the ocean.
You said what?
And the funniest thing is that they get salt in their noses, and so they sneeze when they're on land to get the salt out. It's the funniest thing. I don't know why I love those things. I love lizards. I catch lizards all the time. Sorry.
Kara, where are you going?
I guess the beach, maybe for like a week or so, and
For $10,000?
I don't know of anywhere I want to go.
That's a fancy beach you're going to.
No,
Kara.
she's going to get a big beach house.
And she's going to invite us all.
Yeah.
Gosh.
That's how you spend the $10,000. You get a big beach house on the beach.
And you invite us all. We'll have a girls'
That'd be
week.
fun.
I'll be there.
I'm going on a cruise to Europe. That's what I'm going to do. I will do that one day. Do you have any questions from the chat? Or are we ready to move?
I don't know. You go ahead. You go ahead with the question.
Okay. This is just a random question, but I think it's kind of funny. When you were little, and you can be like teenager or little, who was your celebrity crush? I'll tell you mine. Mine was Sean Cassidy. I don't even know anybody knows who that is.
Okay. Mine was, can I just say? Mine was David Cassidy.
Oh,
Like the Buntage family. Yes, I had his poster on my wall.
Is that what you wrote down?
David Cassidy, yes.
Oh, that's funny. He was my sister's. I had Sean, and he was on my wall too. And Leif Garrett, he was also on my wall. Hannah's going, who are you talking about?
No, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Okay.
Because I have Sean Cassidy's. You gave me
I
his
gave
record.
his album, yeah.
Yeah, I have it. Hannah's going, well, you need to do it. I know exactly who you're talking about. I know what he looks like.
And just to tell you a funny fact, you know how we always think that Facebook is listening to me or Google or whatever. Do you know that the other day an ad popped up as soon as I was thinking about all this? I didn't even say it out loud, and it was a Sean Cassidy tour.
Did you type it?
No.
Okay.
I'm telling you, they read your mind these days.
They do. Right.
Gross.
Gee, Blaine's been very kind. Blaine.
I was.
I never said. All right, Hannah, who was your celebrity crush?
I'm ashamed because he is not doing good things right now.
Go ahead.
It's Aaron Carter. It's Nick Carter from the Backstreet Boys' little brother, and he is not doing good right now.
All right, who else had a celebrity crush?
I'll go. Mine was JTT, Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
From
Who's that? I don't even know who that is. Who is
Was
it?
that from Home Improvement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he was good looking.
Y'all about the same age.
Is he the one that played Simba in The Lion King? The
Mhm.
voice?
Mm-hmm. That's yeah.
Yes, he is very attractive.
All right, Felicia and Kara.
Kara. Okay, so I have two.
Okay.
Okay, because I couldn't bring it down to one.
Okay, because I have a bunch, so.
First one was Patrick Swayze
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
from Dirty Dancing.
Mhm.
And Ghost. And then the other one was Matthew McConaughey.
Yes. She likes the older men. Like it.
See, my person is in the news.
I wonder where I got it from, Mother. Let's hear all yours.
All right, Felicia.
I mean, when I was a teenager, I came up with Rob Lowe and Charlie Sheen, Martin Sheen, Ralph Macchio. I mean, that age. So
No, I
All of
remember who
them.
the other one was.
Well, when I was growing up, you had like the Justin Bieber era and like them.
I remember who my other crush was.
Who?
Richie Sambora.
Oh yeah.
Richie
She
Sambora.
loved Richie
He
Sambora.
was the lead guitarist for Bon Jovi. I love Richie Sambora now.
She had
Oh,
this.
I watched what was it? The movie I told you, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yes. What was his
Oh,
name?
I had a Cat Stevens poster. I loved Cat Stevens. I thought he was gorgeous. People are probably saying, who?
Carl said those two.
And we won't get into everything that's in the media, but Hannah loved Johnny Depp.
Okay, me too.
I did when he
He
was
was
on
gorgeous.
21 Jump Street.
I was like, I didn't
Yeah,
like him back in
no.
the day, but now I'm like,
Let me tell you, I know there's a lot of things going on with him, but I loved him in Pirates of the Caribbean
those are
when he
good
was a
answers.
sticky pirate, when he was in Willy Wonka and Chocolate Factory, crazy little self. Like,
I'm with you. I'm with
Pirates
you.
of the
Hannah.
He was
Caribbean.
gorgeous. Edward Scissorhands. Just look in that. He was divine.
oh my god, Crybaby. Have you seen Cry? Oh,
All right. What is your most embarrassing moment?
I got it. I'll start it out. I'm doing a short version. Basically,
Oh,
I
dear.
went to work at Disney. I was wearing my fairy godmother and training outfit that has a petticoat with 3 layers and a vest and a blouse shirt. And then I had food poisoning. I let myself leave work early because I had food poisoning. I made it to my car, driving in my car at a red light. I vomited all over myself to get back into my apartment complex. I needed to show my ID to the security guard, and I had to show it to him covered in vomit. And he said, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Do I look okay?"
Are you okay? I wouldn't have said anything to her. I would go on.
That's my condensed story. There you go. I threw up on
Oh,
myself.
dear.
All right. Who else has an embarrassing story?
Excuse me, why don't you answer?
I have to think about mine. That's the one I didn't
You
know.
came up with these questions.
I know, but I don't know that one. Go ahead.
Who wants to go?
I have to be careful what I say here, though. Okay. A number of years ago on a Friday night, it's Sacred Family Night, where we have dinner all together. And I was overseas at the time with cousins. And there was about 16 of us eating dinner around the table. And normally it's very noisy. People are talking, political chat, etc. And this particular Friday night was really, really quiet. And someone else picked up on that and said, "Oh, gee, everyone's really quiet tonight." And I thought I'd be smart and use a particular word. Okay, so I said, "Oh, that's because we're all busy." Now, I meant to say masticating for chewing. I thought I'd be clever and throw that word in. Oh, it's quiet because we're all too busy masticating. Except I didn't say masticating. I said, and literally 10 seconds silence. Literally, you could hear a pin drop. And then just everyone burst out laughing, including me. And I was as bright red as a tomato. And then we continued eating.
Everybody continue with eating. Meg.
Okay.
I think hers is about vomit too.
I met someone for the first time, and they took me out to dinner recently. And
Recently.
recently-ish. It was my first time meeting them, and we're having dinner, and it was okay, but it was a little too spicy for me. So when we left the restaurant, and I vomited all over the sidewalk, nearly missing them.
Oh no.
Did you go on a second date?
Yes.
Then it was okay.
cool.
I think mine was probably, and this is mine was with Kara starting out her teaching career. Like one of my first days of teaching, I looked cute, and I was back in the day, we wore pantyhose, and I had pantyhose and my little dress, and I was going up there with my little bag to the school, and it was an old school, and it had this pebble-like walkway.
Oh, you busted it.
I busted it in front of the full car line. And I got up, and literally my pantyhose were torn, my knees were bleeding, my arms were bleeding, and I just brushed myself off because I had to get to my children. And I walked in, and one child yelled that I was hurt, and he ran down to get the nurse. The secretary back then was the nurse. I got the secretary. And I was like bound and determined to keep on teaching that day because I was a diehard first-year teacher, and they sent me home. I was so embarrassed because it was just a rough morning.
You were wearing heels?
Yeah.
That's your own.
All right,
I've got an embarrassing teaching story.
What's your embarrassing teaching story?
Okay. I was in the classroom, and I could feel something in my coming here, and I kept looking down. I sort of going like this, pushing down, and then it kept sort of bothering me, and I looked down, and the underwire of my bra had made itself, it was trying to escape. It had moved out and was starting to appear. And I'm standing in front of the kids, and I could see this curved wire coming up almost up my neck. So I had to go to the door. And I went out in the corridor, and I'm sort of out with my head in the class and pushing this thing down. And the principal comes along the corridor, and she sees me, and I was wetting myself laughing. And she took one look at me. She was also started laughing. And so she said, "Oh, do you want me to go into your class and just sort of, just keep an eye on them in the meantime?" So I was trying to shove this thing back in. Anyway, it was really embarrassing because it was creeping out and sort of, anyway, yeah.
At least it was there because I thought you were about to say the class hamster was coming up my dress.
Yeah, the class
No.
in your shirt.
Just an escaping underwire in the middle of the class.
So Felicia and Kara, do y'all have one to share?
Do you have one for me? Because I can't remember.
Tripping as you went to go get an award.
Oh,
Mine right now that I can think about is like, if anybody knows me, I'm the biggest klutz known to man. Like,
That's why they call you Grace.
thankfully, I did not trip at graduation. That was my biggest fear, was like tripping at graduation, but I did it. But so when I was in pre-K, we had to get up there, do the little singing and dancing, and they put us all in little farm costumes. Well, I got the cow. So they made me go up there and sing. And like from the moment I stepped in the door, I started bawling. And I was the only kid up there bawling their eyes out. And like all the kids around me were like just staring at me like, is this girl okay?
Yeah, and all the people were looking at your father and I like, aren't you going to do something for your child?
And they had that video on tape
Yeah.
for years and years.
The infamous cow
YouTube
costume.
channel back then. The infamous cow.
Kara still don't like the cows at Chick-fil-A.
I refuse to go near anybody in a costume, like the Buc-ee's person, the Chick-fil-A cow, anything of
Santa Claus.
I
You
will
don't
not
do
go
good
near
at
it.
Disney, do you, boo-boo?
Do what?
You don't do good at Disney, do you?
I can't.
You
I
see
can't do
Mickey
it.
Mouse and you go, oh my God!
Like today I'm gonna be brave. Today I'm gonna face it.
You won't even do a clown, will you?
She don't go to circus. Alicia, do you have one to share, or do you want us to move on?
We can move on. Mine has to do with a certain cruise port.
Go ahead, Felicia. You said it now. Go ahead.
Well, I think we've mentioned it before. Our first cruise was for our 20th wedding anniversary. So somebody told the waiter, and so they hooked us up with these big old fishbowl margaritas. And well, by the time I made it back to the ship, yeah, I got all turned around because somebody had hightailed it back to the room. leaving me. And if anybody knows me, I can't get my way around on a cruise ship. I always get lost. Well, I wound up somehow in the crew quarters. Yeah. And I was more concentrating on trying to put my Apple Watch back on that I had just shattered from dropping it. And more than one person kept saying, "Ma'am, you're not supposed to be in here."
And the thing is, he didn't just leave her.
Yeah, I wasn't going to go that far.
Oh, great.
I get a call because I'm back at college, and I get a call from Riley saying, "Mom and Dad was just drinking Mexican."
I was just going to leave it. I got lost in the crew quarters.
Well, it was a good time.
They were like, "Ma'am, you're not supposed to be in here." I'm like, "Okay, well then tell me how to get out."
Multiple people.
Poor Felicia.
To be there. Billy J.
Billy J. Billy. Hush, Greg.
At least they had a good time, and that's all that matters.
That's all that counts. And as I tell
I
Hannah,
don't remember 8 hours.
I tell Hannah all the time when we do something, she's like, "People are watching. I'm embarrassed about that." I was like, "Who do you know? You don't know these people."
All I got to say was the time that we got pulled out to sea and had to be hauled back on a paddle boat by the banana boat. That was embarrassing.
That was embarrassing.
And that was not my fault.
That was scary, actually.
her fault.
So I guess those memories only stayed on the boat for Miss Felicia. Okay.
That's a funny one.
I wish I could have been a fly on the wall.
And you didn't want to share that.
What happens on the boat
Yes, I
stays on the boat.
For the drunk ones.
Focus. I got a lot of things about tequila.
Hey, Tammy.
Yeah, tequila's bad.
I
Mexican
love it. There was a
tequila
whole
is
line
bad.
on the floor of the shower.
There was a line.
Hush.
He said getting lost in the crew quarter would be a big cost.
I'm sure they would appreciate you videoing that while you're doing it.
So what I'm hearing is on the next cruise, I need to do it again.
No. I literally lost 8 hours of a day.
Hannah just realized what you said. You just realized what she said. You all right? Tequila can make you lose some track of time, though.
It will make you pat the floor and say, "I'm in here."
I'm sorry, Miss Felicia. That had to be hard.
It was, because nobody came in the bathroom to help me.
Kira, you're going to have to go with her on the rest of the cruises with her now to help her out.
No, because I would be no help. Because I don't do cute. I don't do none of that. I'd be hightailing it out of there.
Nope. All right, changing the subject. What is one food that you wish would disappear off the face of the earth, and why?
Beans.
Hannah hates beans.
Beans. That's the first off. When you bite into a bean, it's got that hard, like outer, like thin shell, and then it's like mushy. It's like you pop in a zit and what you get is baby food. Like that's disgusting. Beans are nasty, yo.
You're eating
I
kidney
hadn't thought
beans.
about it like that, but yeah.
What sort of beans are you talking about? Green beans
like-
or legumes?
No.
Black beans, pinto beans.
pinto beans.
Legumes.
Like when you go to
She hates all kinds.
I
She's
hate
She was
beans.
horrible to cook for.
like black beans, especially. Like when people
Yeah.
go to Chipotle and they're like, "Ooh, can I have extra beans?" I'm like, "Do you want to die? Like that's nasty." I hate beans.
And I love beans. I like beans.
Well, I did like beans, but now that you said that,
Yeah, me too.
Now you're gonna make them think differently of beans.
It's just gross. But beans are the magical fruit.
Depends how they're cooked.
I just got that.
Well, I tell you what, with the cost of petrol, I tell you what, let's all eat beans and we can power up our cars.
Did you read this?
So
Hey,
what's
Rob.
the food that y'all wish would disappear off the face of the earth?
So for me, that was hard because I like food, pretty much all food. But I'm allergic to one food. People like it. I'm allergic to it. So I'm going to say coconut.
I
Because
don't like that.
its oils and stuff make my life kind of hard. Its oils, milk, juice make my life a little hard to eat, like, say, Indian food or something like that.
Yeah.
It becomes hard to do that. That's the only reason. I don't want to deprive you guys from your coconut. But
Meg, I thought you said you didn't like mushrooms.
I don't like mushrooms, but they don't have to go away. I just
Yeah, that was a hard one. I finally just decided on oysters. I don't really like oysters.
No, it's not.
It's,
think
it's
Someone else said oysters. I love oysters.
I love
It's
like
like
snot.
It's funky.
uh,
It's like somebody just coughed up a big old snot ball. And like,
oh.
We're starting to sound like we're the dudes night.
What food would you like to go away? Okay.
I like everything, but not that I've eaten. I haven't eaten tripe, but I think even just looking at it, that can be put to the side. Thank you. Tripe and innards and
ever
gizzards,
seen But have you ever
but I love
seen
everything else.
I've seen it on like the food channel where
Do
they
you-
give them things to cook with, and
Do you know what tripe is?
is it intestines?
It is a stomach.
Oops.
And it has holes in it. And it
Like a
looks
honeycomb. It looks like a honeycomb sort of thing.
Yeah.
Ugh,
It looks like honeycomb, but it's fleshy.
revolting.
And
Yeah.
no. Mm-mm.
I think
Yeah.
mine is. I have two English peas. Hate them, but
Aw.
English
I hate
peas? So you have to explain that. What are English peas?
Beans, but I like English
I eat
peas.
either piece.
my
What are
husband
English-
hates them too. My husband hates them too, and so we never gave them to her growing up. And we went over to my sister's house one time for Thanksgiving, and she had cooked them, and she says, "Oh, that's those little green balls that I get at school," because we never had them in our house.
Oh, green. You mean green peas? Is that what you mean? Sorry, you call things
Yeah.
differently there. Green peas.
Yeah.
Okay.
English peas, green
Oh,
peas.
beautiful.
Yeah.
See, when we
But
say
also-
beans, we mean green beans. Okay.
We have a festival in South Carolina for chitlins.
Chitlins is basically stewed
Pig.
pig intestines,
Yeah.
and it
It
smells
smells
really
horrible.
bad.
They can go away. We don't need a festival for them.
And it smells. The town smells like chitlins.
Yeah, and my grandfather took me one time, and I. Felicia, do you have a food you wish would go away?
I think she said oysters.
Oh, she's the oyster. That's right.
Oysters. But now that you said chitlins, that could go too.
Yeah, that can go. We have a whole festival for it. All right. You just won the $10 million lottery. Congratulations.
Woohoo!
What are you doing first?
See, I made my mom feel bad when I gave her my answer.
I'm not going to do what you did.
I said was first off, when you win the lottery, you don't get the straight 10 million. You have to pay taxes. So I said I was going to pay taxes, so I
So
can get it all at
responsible.
once. And then I was going to pay off my entire, my aunt, my grandmother, and my parents, any debt they had, and then I was going to put the rest into my retirement so I could retire early.
She's a much better person than I am. That's all I can say. I'm going to buy a vacation home somewhere that's very nice and I can go escape to. But I also
Really?
rent it out as an Airbnb when I'm not there, as long as somebody's there to make sure they don't trash it. So,
I was paying off your debts. You didn't think
yeah,
about
I
that.
didn't think about your debts.
Thank you.
So, what are y'all going to do first?
Well, we don't pay tax on lotto winnings, so we would have $10 million to spend. We would buy an Well, I would. Sorry, my ex-husband. I just conveniently wouldn't tell him. And well, the royal we would buy an investment property, which is probably going to cost $10 million because our property prices here are ridiculous. Sell the business and live off the investment on the property and travel, help the family. But the first thing would be an investment property or two.
So for me, literally the first thing I would do would be like, hey, I'm out of town for the next 2 weeks and just go on cruises for 2 weeks. Just like 2 weeks of cruising. We'll figure everything out later. Good.
Yeah. Vacations for sure. All right, Felicia and Kara.
Well, I was gonna say get out of debt, but SCT Adventure says that divorce.
What?
Felicia says divorce.
He says you would win the money and then like divorce him so you can take it all.
Oh heck no, he's better with money than I am. So no, I'll get out of debt and take everybody on a cruise. Yeah.
Take everybody on a good cruise for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Kara, what you doing? You paying off that wedding?
Don't go there.
She gonna buy a wedding dress.
No, I'd probably buy a house.
Yeah.
For $10 million?
No, like I'd buy a house nowhere near $10 million.
Yeah.
And then I'd use the rest of it to like live comfortably.
You're gonna have to pay for a maid and a gardener and
I'm not saying like some big old house. I'm saying like a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Like nothing
Normal
crazy.
house.
you're gonna need a maid.
Okay, I got $10 million. It ain't gonna cost.
She's not
I'll
blowing
come
it
be
all
the
over
maid.
Did you have that?
No.
Okay, see what SCT Adventures.
I asked her if I died, if she would let her next husband use my golf club. She said
Golf
no.
club,
She's
not
left-handed.
There you go. Oh my goodness. All right, you've been okay. This is for your significant others. They need to listen to this question and this answer because this might help them. You have been invited to an awesome date with your significant other. What do you hope you are doing on your date?
First up, she did not specify that it had to be a day date or a night date. So my boyfriend would take me to Universal Studios and we will have a whole day in Harry Potter.
That's a vacation.
And then I consider that a date. That's my perfect day. I want to look at a fire-breathing dragon. That's what I want.
You're welcome. All right, ladies, what would be your great date?
Kara?
I hope food's involved.
That's what I do.
But I asked CJ this when I saw the questions. I'm like, what would you want to do?
No, it's what you want to do, Kara.
I want to eat. I don't know. Something laid back.
Kara, you're laid back as go eat Mexican and then be in bed by 8.
That's her date.
That would be
There, I answered it for you.
That would be my dream date. Like you allow me to go out to dinner in my sweatpants and an oversized t-shirt. We go to the
Your
Mexican
dad's
restaurant.
t-shirt.
Her dad's t-shirt.
I wear my grandpa's
Oh, no.
t-shirts.
That is my dream date right there.
All right, Felicia, help Greg out for future dates. What do you want to do for your date?
Greg knows. Pick up something to go from like maybe hot wings or something. Come home and watch YouTube cruise vlogs.
See, I'm high maintenance compared to this.
You are having this.
See,
right,
I
Lauren,
asked
Meg?
Dad to make the hot wings.
Yeah. I can't eat Dad's hot wings. They're too hot.
What?
All right. Alana, what do you want to do?
I really struggled with this. I really don't know. I don't care. being together, and what I'd hopefully like to be doing is that we are both breathing, alive and breathing. I don't know. Maybe I'm not romantic. Probably not. I don't know. We're together. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm not
Honestly.
romantic either.
I should have said something like that, but no, I want a dragon. Meg.
I guess go eat something and go to a museum, or a weekend getaway in the mountains wouldn't hurt either. So
Meg's getting on my level.
Yeah.
I don't know. You require me to go walking around somewhere, I'm out.
I think mine is to go, do something like go for a car ride, to go look at the lake or something like that. Maybe have a picnic at the lake. Just something together away from this house.
You don't like nature.
I do like nature. You have me at a botanical garden all day on Saturday.
In a metropolitan botanical garden.
No, I like the lake. We live near the lake. I'd like to get him to fix a picnic and let's go up to the lake.
Says the lady who will never camp in a tent.
No, I didn't say I was going to camp in a tent. I just want to go have a picnic at the lake.
You said I need air conditioning, is what you said. Go ahead. You got 4 minutes.
All right. Which question do you want me to ask? I don't think Felicia liked number 10.
I didn't like number 10 as well.
Okay, so we'll skip number 10. All right, so what is your biggest pet peeve? What is the one thing that just gets on your nerves?
When somebody can't make up their freaking mind. Oh my god.
Well, dang, Hannah, just call me out.
She's talking about her man.
Yeah. Because the thing is that I'm pretty chill when it comes to things. I'll be like, I don't care what we do, except I just don't want to do this. You make up the mind. And they're like, no, I don't want to do that. You make up the mind. I was like, I asked you first.
He wants you to lead. That's okay. It's like your daddy. He likes me to lead.
I don't like the lead. What if it's a bad decision?
My pet peeve is I can't stand to hear smacking. When you hear somebody chewing or smacking, it makes me nauseous. I can't stand it.
That would be William.
That's my
Reese.
husband. Yeah. What's y'all's pet peeve?
Mine is when people don't consider how their actions affect other people in a crowd.
Yeah.
It really irks me, and I just kind of have to go.
Oh my gosh. This is a quick story. But
you better be quick.
This is a quick, so in the Atlanta Botanical Gardens, there's the Earth Goddess, and it's like this beautiful topiary looking thing. And no lie, there was these two girls there on Saturday for no lie, 15 minutes taking pictures, like
Instagram pictures.
Trying to take Instagram pictures. I'm like, do you not think other people want to take pictures, my dear? Why do you think you have to take 15 minutes out of this?
All right, Alana, what's your pet peeve?
Very selfish. It's probably just very petty. It's the teacher in me. I hate bad spelling and bad grammar. Drives me mad.
Yes. That's the teacher in you for sure.
Yeah.
Is it the there, and the tutu?
Tutu.
All that sort of thing, and things like use instead of I don't know if it's not a thing. You is singular and plural. There's no such use. That's female sheep. Sorry.
There's a you.
All right.
Like we use, I go . Okay.
Felicia and Kara.
That's just me.
I don't know. Mine kind of goes with Meg. Like, I just don't like when people aren't considerate and like they're kind of like disrespectful. Like when you're like disrespectful to people at the store and like just like
be
kind.
Yeah. And Felicia? Is it when people leave you in the crew quarters?
No, actually, mine was dirt on the floor.
Yes. This woman has her broom. She will not get one of those little things that vacuum the dirt on the floor because she is addicted to her broom.
That's not a problem.
We have hardwood floors, and we live in the country, and I can't stand to walk around on the floor, and there be dirt.
Fair enough.
Well, ladies, we thank you so much.
For better.
Thank y'all so much for doing this with us. This was so fun. And we will have another ladies' night in the future because this is just, we decided this is to be something fun to do. But thank y'all so much for being with us. We appreciate you very much. This was fun. And Hannah, do you want to close us out? And don't forget, Lovey Spat Life is at 8 with Dudes Night. And then Life is Good Today is at 9. And Beach Please is at 10. Busy night.
Happy birthday, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Are you ready for me now?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, ladies, for joining us. And again, we're going to be having this at another time. So if you'd like to come back, feel free. But thank you to everybody who has stayed till the end. We appreciate you being here. But like we always say at the end, please stay safe out there, stay healthy, and don't forget to journey on.
Journey on.
Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye. 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 Bye.